Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my video series on the spoiler impressions for the upcoming Khans of Tarkir expansion in Magic the Gathering. We are at the red cards now, and first of all we see a reprint from a last set from the last core set, I believe, Active Treason. Sorcery, 3 mana sorcery. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. Now, it has never been good in a constructed environment, I feel. I've never seen it in limited actually, but I believe it can be kind of strong there, just to take control of your bomb, of your opponent's bomb till end of turn and attacking in with that could be very effective. I've played this card in Duels of the Planeswalkers in a more casual environment to great effect. Actually, I've managed to steal things like a Grave Titan for a turn and get the tokens for that and stuff like that. Together with a sacrifice outlet, maybe like a Visceracy and Modern, you can even get your opponent's bomb, attack with it and sacrifice it at the end of turn, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so lots of potential in that card. We will see how it unfolds, but I'm happy to see it in this set. So Einok Tracker, 6 mana, 3/3 first strike with Morph for 5. Okay, pretty straightforward card, nothing too spectacular here. This is one of the cards that you want to morph up as soon as you get the chance, I feel, because you upgrade your 2/2 into a 3/3 with first strike. But the fact that you can play early as a 2/2 is a bonus, of course. Then Arc Lightning, also a reprint, I believe. 3 mana, sorcery, Arc Lightning deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures and/or players. I think this card will be very good in limited. As you know, the best card in M15 draft at the moment is Cone of Flame by far, and this has a similar effect. So yeah, this kind of flexible removal is always very good in limited. Whether it will be good in standard or constructed, I cannot really say. Maybe in some kind of burn deck and block constructed or something, we will see. Arrow Storm, 5 mana sorcery. Arrow Storm deals 4 damage to target creature or player. Raid, if you attack with a creature this turn, instead Arrow Storm deals 5 damage to that creature or player, and the damage can't be prevented. Okay, so another burn spell. Can see that being very powerful and limited as well, because it functions as a kind of removal and you will have creatures to attack with anyway. For constructed playability, it's a bit too expensive, I feel, for the effect that you get out of it, but yeah, solid card nonetheless. Okay, Ashcloud Phoenix, 4 mana, mythic rare, 4/1 flying. When Ashcloud Phoenix dies, return it to the battlefield face down. Oh shit. Oh, when Ashcloud Phoenix is turned face up, it deals 2 damage to each player. Oh yeah, I like that. That's a very red card, isn't it? Yeah, morph it for 6, cast it for 4. Yeah, when it dies, you get a 2/2, and you can turn face up to deal damage and attack for 4 in the air. Then I like that. Yeah, that will be a powerhouse. I can feel that. Barrage of Boulders, sorcery, 3 mana. Barrage of Boulders deals 1 damage to each creature you don't control. Ferocious, if you control a creature with power 4 greater, creatures can't block this turn. Okay, that's pretty good if you have like a very aggro-ish creature style, like, and you want to like alpha strike your opponent, and he has like a bunch of blockers out. I've lost to that in the past, so yeah, obviously very strong effect. Bloodfire Expert, 3 mana, 3/1 prowess. Okay, nothing too exciting. Bloodfire Mentor, 3 mana, 0/5. Draw a card, discard a card for 2 and a blue and tap. Okay, yeah, why not? You need these kind of lootery effects. I like that they have this color combination in here. Bring Low, 4 mana instant. Bring Low deals 3 damage to target creature. If that creature has a +1/+1 counter on it, Bring Low deals 5 damage to it instead. Anti-heroic and anti-outlast card. Pretty cool. Burn Away, 5 mana instant. Burn Away deals 6 damage to target creature. When that creature dies this turn, exile all cards from its controller's graveyard. Okay. 6 damage is a lot. So that's kind of hard removal. You don't get the really big fatties, but other than that, it should hit like everything. And then you kill a creature and you exile all cards from a graveyard, which can be good against the self-milling house, as well as, of course, in like against like Dredgevine decks and stuff like that in modern maybe. So yeah, pretty interesting card. Kenyan Lurkers, 5 mana, 5/2 from more for 4. Okay, not too exciting. Creator Clause, accent a red. Creator Clause deals X damage to target creature player. Creator Clause deals ferocious. Creator's Clause deals X plus 2 damage to that creature or player instead if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Okay, yeah. X burn spell always good. And the bonus is nice. Although it's not too big, it's 2 extra damage, but hey, 2 damage is 2 damage. And a Dragon Grip, 3 mana, enchantment aura. Ferocious, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may cast Dragon Grip as though it had flash. Okay, enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has first strike. So, could be useful and limited if you, as a combat trick. Other than that, I'm not very fond of this kind of auras. Dragonstar Twins, 3 mana, 3/3 rare, human monk double strike with prowess. Okay, that sounds pretty strong. Goblin Slide, 3 mana enchantment. When you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay a colorless. If you do, put a 1/1 red goblin creature token with haste onto the battlefield. Okay, that sounds pretty good in like prowess decks because you want to cast non-creature spells pre-combat anyway. So yeah, that has kind of a bit of synergy. Horde Ambusher, 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever Horde Ambusher blocks, it deals 1 damage to you. Okay. More, reveal a red card in your hand. When Horde Ambusher is turned face up, target creature can't block this turn. Okay. That sounds reasonable. The drawbacks is kind of imminent, but hey. Being able to get past the blocker, that's pretty good. Hordeling Outburst, sorcery, put 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield for 3 mana. I like that. And we're noticing a goblin theme here. Of course, very good with Goblin Rebel Master from the latest core set, which is a very good card. So Rebel Red will probably still be there. And Howl of the Horde, that is a very interesting card that I've seen before. 3 mana sorcery. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy raid. If you attack with a creature this turn, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. An additional time, you may choose new targets for the copy. Time Walk, anyone? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. It's very good. Very interesting card to like brew around if you get like 3 times the effect of your spell. I don't know how that is with X spells. Could you? I think X is 0 then, isn't it? If you copy it, so you can't copy your like 7 damage fireball and like 3 times and kill your opponent with that. But other than that, very interesting card to brew around. As I said, Time Walk comes to mind, or any kind of burn spell. Lets you just get insane value out of your spells. Okay, so I'm happy about that. Jeering Instigator, 2 mana, 2/1 morph, 3. When Jeering Instigator's turn face up, if it's your turn, gain control of another target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. Okay, so active treason on a stick, basically. Sounds pretty good. Leaping Master, 2 mana, 2/1. Leaping Master gains flying until end of turn. Might be good with like equipment and stuff like that. And Mardu Blazebringer, 3 mana, 4/4. When Mardu Blazebringer attacks or blocks, sacrifice it at end of combat. Yeah, 3 mana, 4/4 is pretty good. Mardu Heart Piercer, 4 mana, 2/3 raid. When Mardu Heart Piercer enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, Mardu Heart Piercer deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Pretty good. Like that. Like a good buddy with a shock effect tied to it. And Mardu Warshrieker. 4 mana 3/3 raid when Mardu Warshrieker enters the battlefield. If you attacked with a creature this turn, add red, white, and black to your mana pool. That's very interesting. So, basically a 1 mana creature, if you want to put it out. So, and not 1 mana creature. You need 4 mana to cast it, but you can play a 3-drop afterwards. And so that's pretty nice. Very, very interesting. Monastery Swift Spear, 1 mana 1/2 haste prowess. That's pretty good. The stats are pretty nice on that. Yeah. Play it for 1 mana, follow it up with a burn spell, go in with a 2/3/4 for 1 mana. That's pretty good. Sarkhan the Dragonspeaker, one of the planeswalkers in this set, another Sarkhan Vol. Planeswalker, let's see what that does. The last Sarkhan Vol that they put out, aka the Sarkhan Vol Planeswalker, was pretty disappointing. But until end of turn, Sarkhan the Dragonspeaker becomes a legendary 4/4 red dragon creature with flying, indestructible, and haste. Okay, I like that. That's a very nice effect, especially if you take up a Planeswalker. 3 mana, -3 loyalty. Sarkhan the Dragonspeaker deals 4 damage to target creature. That sounds pretty good. Very nice burn effect. And -6, the ultimate, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of your draw step, draw 2 additional cards, and at the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. Okay, the ultimate is crap, isn't it? It's a pretty red effect that you draw additional cards, but at a very huge drawback. Very chaosy-like effect. Maybe it could be good in like these self-mill classes. I don't know which clan that was. But yeah, it could be good if you could just fill up your graveyard with that. That could be kind of nice. Then Shatter, 2 mana, instant destroy target artifact. Okay, you can have effects like that. Summit Prowler, 4 mana, 4/3, just a vanilla creature. Swift Kick, 4 mana, instant target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. Okay, so soft removal, kind of like Prey Upon, Hunt the Weak, stuff like that. Tormenting Voice, 2 mana sorcery as an additional cost to cast Tormenting Voice, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Okay, yeah, pretty red effect as well. Kind of like what's this? What's the like second guess or something? Is it a second guess? Let me check. Second is. Nope, that is not what I mean. I think I mean wild guess. Yeah, basically it's the same card. Just wild guess costs 2 red and Tormenting Voice costs 1 red and a colorless. Okay, Trumpet Blast. 3 mana, instant attacking creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn. That might synergize well with Howl of the Horde. If you can get that 3 times, that's pretty good. Valet Disher, 2 mana, haste, 2/2, Valet Disher attacks each turn if able. Yeah, cool, very aggro-ish red card. Warname Aspirant, 2 mana, 2/1 raid. Warname Aspirant enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it if you attacked with a creature this turn. Warname Aspirant can't be blocked by creatures with power 1 or less. Okay, so you can't jump block it. Yeah, and the kind of unleash type effect with a +1/+1 counter means you get a 3/2 for 2 most of the time, which is pretty good stat wise, and the blocking effect makes it easier to get through with the damage, so that might be very beneficial. So yeah, so far those were the red cards. Nothing too exciting out of Sarkhan Vol and Howl of the Horde, but very solid red cards, I feel. Very aggro scented cards. I'm very happy to see that. So this sounds very, very interesting. Next up we will be discussing the green cards, so stay tuned for that in the next video. For now, my name's been Lephariagaming. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Goodbye.